Tara, I'm going to come to you first. How do I ask for a mental health day off? Do I have to disclose why I'm asking for the day off? Also, should I ask via phone or text?
Yeah. So I'm learning a lot about this in your industry, and I think what Lindsay and yourself have to share about this will be really valuable. From my perspective, though, I think really it's looking at, okay, what are the early warning signs that we're getting kind of close to sort of boiling over, and what we want to try and do is we want to look at avoiding that point. So if we can avoid that point by having a mental health day off earlier, then it means that it's not feeling as like kind of feeling, if that's the technical term. So, things that I would be encouraging people to do in terms of, thinking about it is, just noticing, is your sleep impacting, like what's going on with your food, what's going on with how agitated you are. And then it's always helpful to go in prepared whenever you're going to have a conversation with someone that you might feel uncomfortable with, or even those who you feel comfortable with. It's still really nice to feel prepared. So things like, writing it down, because sometimes when we get stressed, the front part of our brain switches off, which is where all of our language and higher order thinking and problem solving and all of that is. So having it written down, what you'd like to say, means that you can be really succinct and you can feel in control of what you're talking about. And also, I guess when you're doing that preparation, you can have a think about, all right, well, how much do I actually want to disclose? Because, we don't have to disclose anything. If you want to disclose, you can, and I guess it would depend on who you're talking to, what you're talking about, how much depth you go into is completely up to you. So yeah, I think having a mental health day off is really valuable. And the things to do when you're on your mental health day off firstly, as much as is possible, switch off all devices to actually unplug. Because if your email is always flinging at you, or something else is pinging at you, it doesn't allow you to get that space. Doing some kind of exercise, if it's gentle or intensive, it doesn't matter, but just some sort of exercise. And then do something that you enjoy, something that's fun, something that's interesting, something that's nourishing for your soul. So that would be my thoughts on that one.
That's really good. I really like also, like it can seem, I think, that people's view of a mental health day off could be that it's like, I'm absolutely at breaking point, I have to take a mental health day off. Whereas actually what you're saying there is like, no, like plan for it, take it when you can still get the most from it, and don't use it as an emergency recovery day.
No, because that's basically what a sick day is.
Yes.
Sick days when you're broken, So yeah, we're not talking about a sick day. We're talking about a mental health day. It's about health. It's about well-being, preparation, and doing things before you need to do them are always the best, because just like you said, you can get the most out of it then, rather than being flat on your back.
Yeah, great. Lindsay?
What you just said there, Tara, was exactly what I was going to say as well. Is I'm lucky enough to work in a place that over the last 12 months has actually introduced 2 official just mental wellbeing days off. Obviously, you just can't spring it on people. You still got to put in for it, but it's not expected to be 6 months out. That'd be kind of silly. So that was a really great point in time where it was then distinguished that it wasn't a sick day. Because I think not only from just using up your sick days for when you do actually get sick, it destigmatizes the entire thing of mental well-being, mental health. It's not a sickness. It's a state of mind because of a reason of pressure or an ongoing, system that might push it into that. So that was really great. Number one. Number two is I don't think you need to, if you're feeling that you're at that point that it's probably going to be the best thing to take that day off, you don't need to disclose it unless there's a trusted point, whether it's in HR or whether it's your immediate boss or someone senior that you can say, look, I'm going to use this day. I need to take it off or I'm just going to hit a wall. I've always found those times in the past, and anyone that works in this industry would recognize it, is that it's usually after a big production, usually after a big pitch, somewhere where you've just gone at 110, 120% the entire time. If you can see that pattern has been formed, then preempt it. Just forgive yourself before the thing even happens and go, you know what? I'm going to start planting the seed in my own mind and in their minds that straight after that pitch, I'm either having the day off or ask them the week afterwards, look, I'm going to take the Monday, FYI. Right. So there's no surprises. And I think that knowledge in itself, that you're able to do that, or you've already planned it, immediately helps you through that huge valley and mountains that you're about to cross, rather than here we go again. And as soon as I finish that pitch, we're back into another one.
Yeah.
So go into it without guilt. And I've said this in the last, I think in the live one, that if you see a pattern though of management not accepting that that's happening, just start secretly looking around at somewhere else that does accept it.
Yeah.
Don't feel that you have to slot in with their view on the entire situation.
I really like as well, there's like a subtle difference there that you sort of mentioned, where the question said, how do I ask for a mental health day off? And you said, I'm taking a mental health day off, right? And that's another thing here, which is like, this is you taking control over being able to do your best work. And I think that attitude towards it is really important. Yeah.
Absolutely.